Wow, look at him go. He's having a great day, isn't he? Wow, look at that. Well, Chris Gal is going to go for naught. Good start for the... Well, not a good start for the riders. He's got to go for naught, not for one. Look at that. Well, Chris Gal is going to go for naught. Good start for the... Well, not a good start for the riders. He's got to go for naught, not for one.
পেশিদার চ্যাম্পিয়ন বাংলালিংকে খুশি ছড়ানোর এই উৎসব চলবে। দাঁড়ান দাঁড়ান
সেলিব্রেশনে হয়তো 10 সেকেন্ড যথেষ্ট না, কিন্তু লাইফে লাইফ বয় থাকলে মাত্র 10 সেকেন্ডে জীবনকে বলতে পারেন বাই বাই।
নতুন আলোয় প্রেসটা আবার নতুন করে শুরু করব।
আপনার স্বপ্নের শুরু হোক ক্লিক এলইডি বাল্বে। উজ্জ্বল আলো, এনার্জি সেভিং, তাই বাঁচাই খরচ। ক্লিক এলইডি আলো জ্বলবে। বাছাইকৃত আর্দ্রতাহীন দানা থেকে তৈরি ঘানি ভাঙা ফ্রেশ খাঁটি সরিষার তেলে স্বাদ আর সুবাস খাবার। স্বপ্নের শুরু হোক ক্লিক এলইডি।
Good bowling. This is Mohammad Irfan. As a tall bowler, you'd feel that he'd get a little bit of time to get into rhythm. He's fallen into place so very nicely early on.
Have a look at that, Chris Gal. Thick outside edge, straight to point, no feet.
As a tall bowler, you'd feel that
And comfortable catch as well. And look at them go. And they know what they've actually done, getting Chris Gal. He can be very destructive. And why not? And talk about hitting the bat hard. Irfan does. That's what he does. Hits the bat hard. But on the other hand, Riley Rousseau hasn't gotten off the mark yet, but he is in a good touch.
Well, they'll be hoping that that good touch you're talking about pays off, and he gets but on the back foot straight away. Reminded that Mashraf Mortaza won the toss and decided bowl first. Not getting all of it. He's got himself a single though. It's been difficult to get the bowler away, and the early loss of Gale's wicket have really playing on their minds. Most runs so far, Riley Rousseau tops the list with 289 in this edition of the UCB BPL. Nicholas Puran 244. Warner unfortunately will be stuck on that 223. He's played his last innings in this tournament. Junaid Siddiqui 191 and Hazratullah Zazai 146. Nicholas Puran, there he is. He could be keeping wicket. And here's Mr. Rousseau into the last ball of the first over. This is that. What an excellent first over it's been from Irfan, and after one it's 1 for 1.
তুমি যেখানেই যাও রোদ তোমার পিছু ছাড়ে না, এমনকি ঘরে ফিরলেও রোদের প্রভাব তোমার সাথেই থাকে। ফলাফল অর্ধেক চেহারায় শেড এক, বাকিটা অন্য। ফেয়ার এন্ড লাভলি অ্যাডভান্সড মাল্টিভিটামিন, যা আপনার ত্বককে রোদের মলিনতা থেকে সুরক্ষিত রাখে আর আপনাকে দেয় দারুণ গ্লো। মলিনতাকে বাই, দারুণ গ্লোকে হাই। ফেয়ার এন্ড লাভলি অ্যাডভান্সড মাল্টিভিটামিন।
চালে ঝড় ঝাপটা শিলাবৃষ্টি সবই গেছে, কিন্তু আনোয়ার সিমেন্ট শীটের চাল তো বহাল তবিয়তেই আছে।
তাইলে আমার মায়ের ঘরটাও আনোয়ার সিমেন্ট শীট দিয়ে তুমি।
আনোয়ার সিমেন্ট শীট
নতুন বছরে রবি দিচ্ছে সারা দেশে এক রে, যে কোনো লোকাল নাম্বারে মাত্র 50 পয়সা মিনিট। রবি বাছাইকৃত আর্দ্রতাহীন দানা থেকে তৈরি ঘানি ভাঙা ফ্রেশ খাঁটি সরিষার তেলে স্বাদ আর সুবাস খাবারে যোগ করে নতুন মাত্রা। খাঁটি সরিষার তেল ফ্রেশ।
মাটির 1200 ফুটের বেশি গভীর পর্যন্ত চাপ নিতে সক্ষম আনোয়ারের A1 বোরিং পাইপ, চাপের বাপ।
Earlier in Dhaka with Steve Smith having to leave early, going for an elbow treatment. Now David Warner leaving, another elbow problem, and we hope Riley Rousseau does not have a similar kind of ailment. Taskin Ahmed, 63 wickets so far in his T20 career. He's come back nicely into this edition of the BPL, doing much better, trying to catch the eye of the selectors. Now David Warner marshalling his troops for the last time in this BPL. He's come back nicely into this edition of the BPL. Taskin about to bowl. Wild swing, and did he get a bit of touch to that? It's been dropped. Unbelievable. Was easily takeable. I can't understand how could he have fluffed that, Onik.
You have not. Unbelievable. And it's a man in form as well, but look at it swing as well. No excuses. That's going to be taken. You have not done that. You have not. That's a shocker, I would say.
Oh,
disappointing.
Well, indeed. Zakir Ali, I think he was just trying to celebrate even before the catch was taken. And look at Taskin. He thought it was being taken. He started celebrating early. So did the keeper in the process. Catch was dropped.
Disappointing.
Oh, a little cramped. He was dancing down the wicket trying to meet the ball.
Before the catch was taken. And look at Taskin. He thought it was being taken. He started celebrating early. So did the keeper in the process.
They had a change of keepers from the last game. Nicholas Puran was there, but this time it's Zakir Ali. And as a keeper with your gloves on and that kind of a height, that was a real bad miss. A change of keepers from the last game. Nicholas Puran was there,
Well, this is
but
when you hope that it's not going to cost you a lot,
and as a keeper with your gloves on,
as you put him
and
down.
that
And
kind of a height,
it's Riley Rousseau as well,
was
leading run scorer thus far.
bad miss. Well, both Alex Hales and Riley Russo have had their problems in the middle, not really been able to get the balls away. But you're absolutely right. Are they going to rue the fact that they've dropped Russo so early? Comes back to bite you, all these dropped catches in the field. All credit to Taskin Ahmed and earlier Mohammad Irfan for keeping it tight. He wants a change in the field. Just have a look at the offside field. There is a fielder going into the backward point area. There's a short cover point and a cover and a wideish mid-off. So quite interesting field placings there. Just have a look at the offside field. There is a fielder going. Oh, he goes. And he goes over the top. My goodness, he's generating some pace and some bounce.
Have a look at that takeoff. A steep bounce. And Taskin, the wicket certainly has got pace and bounce. Look at that.
Oh, he goes.
Alex Hales, well, a bit of, well, he looks surprised, but I tell you what, pace and bounce, and like he didn't get a bat on it, or didn't hit him in the head.
You see how the Zakir Ali took that? That was more difficult take than the catch itself, the one he dropped.
Oh yeah, good point for that. I suppose also you got a bit of a shock before you caught the ball, and he was celebrating before the ball got to him.
Yeah, that was the problem, I think. Zakir Ali took that. That was more difficult take than the catch itself, the one he dropped. Little shimmy. You saw that foot move for an instant. He was trying to upset the rhythm of the bowler, but he had to stand his ground and just play from his crease.
Taskin has been outstanding in the power plays though. Have a look at his lengths, generally in the good length, 35%, majority of them, even though some of them have gone to the boundary, but what's good about it, not a lot of balls in the slot. Good on you. And the 2 wickets have been come from the short pitch deliveries as well, because he does surprise you with that pace. Even though some of them have gone to the boundary, but what's good about it, not a lot of balls.
Goes for it and gets it over the top.
Good on you.
Well, that's a fantastic 6 to end the over. After 2, it's 9 for 1. Goes for it and gets it over the top. Well, that's a fantastic 6 to end the over.
ভেবেছিলাম সব শেষ
সরি, ফ্যামিলির এগেইনস্টে যাওয়া আমার পক্ষে সম্ভব না।
আজ জানলাম সময় বদলায় কিন্তু কিছু অনুভূতি বদলায় না।
কিছু ভালোবাসার গল্প অসমাপ্তই থেকে যায়। লিখে পাঠাও যদি থাকে তোমার এমন কোনো গল্প।
পেশিদার চ্যাম্পিয়ন বাংলা লিংকে খুশি ছড়ানোর এই উৎসব চলবে।
এত চাপ আমি কিভাবে নেব? এতটা চাপ সিনেমার কোনো নায়কও নিতে পারেনি, যতটা চাপ মাটির 1250 ফুট নিচ পর্যন্ত গিয়েও হাসি মুখে মেনে নেয় RFL UPBC।
Mohammad Irfan again gets the ball to just rear up a little more than the batsman anticipated and just goes past that That could have been a feather. It was a little closer.
He's actually quite lucky Alex Hales didn't get a bat on it, because that would have flown to the boundary. It was there for the shot to play the cut shot, and Alex Hales, he loves that. He thrives for width. But because Irfan, he gets quite a bit of, well, he gets a lot of bounce. Quite lucky Alex Hales didn't get a bat, and it works well to his favour on that occasion. It was there for the shot to play the cut shot.
Pitches it up, and that's smashed away, but oh dear, timing a little awry, and Warner of all people letting that go through. That's very rare in the field from the skipper.
Well, considering the height of his, he's not far from the ground, so that should have been regulation, and he's normally good at this, but a bit sloppy. Just a touch sloppy from him, but good awareness though from Afif, backing it up. Well, considering the height of his, he's not far from the ground, so that should have been regulation, and he's normally good at this, but a bit sloppy.
Well, swings it around, it's high up in the air, it's sailing away, no one's going to get to it. And at the moment, the thought process is very much go on the attack, because they're lagging behind on the asking rate, the required rate. Not quite sure, it's gone for 6, I think. They're just waiting to have another look at that one.
Yeah, just checking if it's gone all the way. Cleared by a meter. Well, I suppose you can't really tell from the umpires. But that's cleared by a long shot. Shouldn't be that too difficult for the umpires to tell that. Yeah, just checking if it's gone all the way.
That angle gave you a clear picture, so no problems there. 6 confirmed. Sure, it's up in the air, it's sailing away. The two-fielders trying to get to it, but I don't think anyone will. That's very well placed between 3 fielders, but not really where he wanted it to go. Little mistimed, but safe enough.
Yeah, it's quite interesting how Alex Hales is looking to play Irfan. You can see how deep he's playing from his crease, because he knows he's going to be bowling back for length. He's not going to pitch that many balls up. And it's the pace that done him again, rushing him.
But safe enough. It's been good so far. 10 and 2 deliveries to go on this over.
How deep he's playing from his crease, because he knows he's going to be bowling back for length. He's not going to pitch that many balls up.
And that one's crashed away off the back foot. A little bit of a fumble once again in the field. Now they've got to be a little careful with this. He's going to be pretty annoyed. Well, this is the over he bowled to Gale. Just in the slot, missing the line, and he bowls that second one. And later, with the new batsman, and he pitches them on length. And one that was short was Pulu, and the last one just angled away. That's the last over from Mohammad Irfan. Really had put the batsman in all kinds of trouble. On length. One that was short was Pulu, and the last one just angled away. Oh, almost got him in half in the process. The wicketkeepers missed it. Missed everything. Gone for buys, I think. Did he get a bit of out on that? We'll come back and see that after 3. It's 24 for 1. Oh, almost got him in half in the process. The wicketkeepers missed it. Missed everything. Gone for buys, I think. Did he get a
28 দিন মেয়াদে 3 GB ইন্টারনেট মাত্র 279 টাকায়। ফাস্টেস্ট ইন্টারনেটে ভিডিও স্ট্রিমিং টেনশন ফ্রি। গ্রামীণ ফোন। মনে পড়ে কেমন লাগছিল আমায়? হয়তো মনে নেই। আমার সৌরভময় সেই মুহূর্তগুলোর রেশ রবে বহুক্ষণ, ঠিক যেমন পারফিউম বিউটি অয়েল সমৃদ্ধ নতুন লাক্স পারফিউম সোপ কালেকশন। সৌরভ এমন রবে বহুক্ষণ।
কাঁচা আমের স্বাদে মিস্টার ম্যাঙ্গো ক্যান্ডি, মুখে দিলেই গুড মুড, গ্যারান্টিড।
নতুন বছরে রবি দিচ্ছে সারা দেশে এক রে যে কোনো লোকাল নম্বরে মাত্র 50 পয়সা মিলি। রবি।
From this angle, that's pretty sure, that's why. And there's confirmation of that. Clear spike as ball goes past that. Well, his ball well was kept the batsman always guessing.
Yeah, he's a problem, Irfan. You can't really go forward. You can only sit back, really. Sandip Lamichani. Oh, look at him. Great start as well.
The batsman always guessing. He had no idea what that ball was going to do. It was coming back in the wrong one. Look at this. Looked like at point in delivery, it looked like the regular leg break, but it's more like a flipper. Carried on, got the inside part of the bat. And came back to him. Oh dear. In the slips. Backed away, could not keep it down.
Yeah, we certainly have got problems here. Warner, unlucky. It didn't carry all the way to him. It was the wrong one as well. I was sitting back.
In the slips.
Oh, good attempt.
Backed away, could not keep
Gone
it
big.
down.
Miscued it. Yeah, we certainly have got problems. Should come back for the second. Yeah, he's not comfortable here. Alex Hell's facing spin, is he?
No. We know about the English cricketers being susceptible to spin, so I think it's nothing different. Let's put it that way, but no different.
Yeah, he's not comfortable here. Alex Hell's facing
You
spin.
will have to fight it out, though. We know about the English right behind that. Comfortable enough on that occasion.
In all fairness, though, Alex Hell's, he can sweep. He can play the horizontal shots pretty well. And if in doubt, if you can't pick the spin, it's also the safest way to actually play. Get off the strike, not looking to hit it hard or just try and slug him out the park.
Comfortable enough on that occasion. Absolutely right. That's the play that should be taken. At the moment, what they're doing is mainly trying to back away. Whoops! That could have been close. A little bit of misunderstanding between the two. Liton Das did well to get rid of that.
He was very casual. He thought he was going to go to the opposite end. You lucky. Look at that. If that had hit, he would have been gone.
I think even though he crossed the line, his bat was in the air for a while. We've got three keepers in the team. Liton Das, Nicholas Pura, Zakir Ali, who is actually keeping today. So, need be, they'll give each of their wicket keepers a little bit of rest.
Look at that. That had hit, he would have been gone.
Oh, missed that. Did he get a bit of bat on that? No, he did not. Oh, well, maybe he did and dropped it. Well, we'll come back to that. 4 overs done, 27 for 1.
ভেবেছিলাম সব শেষ।
সরি, ফ্যামিলির এগেইনস্টে যাওয়া আমার পক্ষে সম্ভব না।
আজ জানলাম সময় বদলায়, কিন্তু কিছু অনুভূতি বদলায় না। কিছু ভালোবাসার গল্প অসমাপ্তই থেকে যায়। লিখে পাঠাও যদি থাকে তোমার এমন কোনো গল্প।
নুডলসের সাথে টেস্টিং সল্ট নয়, থাকুক স্বাস্থ্যকর স্বাদ যা রয়েছে স্কোয়ারের চপস্টিকে, যার টেস্ট মেকারে এমএসজি বা টেস্টিং সল্ট তো নেই, আছে ক্যালসিয়াম, মিনারেল, আয়রন ও প্রোটিন। ওদের জন্য সুস্থ সুন্দর শৈশব আমরা তো চাইলেই দিতে পারি।
এসএমসি নিয়ে এলো আদর্শ বেবি ডায়াপার স্মাইল, যা সোনামণিকে রাখে শুষ্ক, র্যাশ মুক্ত, 12 ঘন্টা পর্যন্ত সুরক্ষিত। আমার কাছে ওর হাসি সবচেয়ে দামি।
এয়ারটেলে সারাক্ষণ ফ্রেন্ডশিপ আর ইনস্টাগ্রাম অন। এয়ারটেল।
বাংলাদেশের 80% মানুষের আস্থায় মেরি পেট্রোলিয়াম জেল এখন ত্বককে রাখবে আরো সুরক্ষিত।
Very, very disappointing for this young man, Sandip Lamichane.
Yeah, you got to take the chances. Catches wins matches. Old saying, but very true. And what would you be saying as a coach? Just put down 2 catches as a wicketkeeper, and you've got a wicketkeeper that kept very well on the slips.
Very, very disappointing.
In the air, straight over. What? Sure, third man. Yeah, you got to take the chances to catch. Well, you've been given a life, and this happens.
Mehdi Hassan Rana, the left-arm pace bowler, coming on to bowl, and immediately, I suppose he should be pretty happy with that, even though it's gone for 6. It's got the edge. It's through the kitchen sink at that one. Very fortunate that he had the big swing of the bat and flew away off the edge into areas that are unguarded and gets himself 4 runs. Living dangerously at the moment, Alex Hales. From Mighty Chips and Mehdi Hassan Rana. Left arm fast. Little shimmy. The bowler sees that. And a chance of a run out. Oh, the throw came in, but not accurately enough.
Yeah, they're going to go upstairs here to check for obstruction. I think the umpires are going to have a word, and they've gone upstairs.
Well, that's because obstruction of the field did strike the batsman, but he has to make a deliberate effort to come between the throw and the wickets. If he's in line, the line he was going to run initially, then he should be all right. He makes a deliberate effort to come between the ball and the wicket. That's when he might land up in trouble.
Yeah, you could see clearly though that he just turned and he ran straight. He wasn't actually looking at the ball because he knew that he was in trouble, and he can be charged obstruction if you deviate, you come running towards the ball in line with the delivery. Let's have a look at here.
Let's have a look at this. He's running and then he's turning around. He's not looking at the ball. No. That should not be obstruction of the field at all, because he's not even looking at the ball. He's just turning around after being sent back, and it's come back and hit him from behind. So shouldn't be a problem at all. Should be a not out. Couldn't understand why that appeal was made in the first place. And then he's turning around. He's not looking at the ball. No. That should not be obstruction. There you go. That all 100% sure decision is not out, just as we thought here.
Yeah, you get the feeling that the Sixers is basically trying their luck here, asking the umpires whether it was obstruction, and rightly so. The umpires have just taken it, upstairs to check if it was, but he turned blind, which was quite clear that it wasn't. So good decision in the end.
Simple one. Shouldn't have been an appeal in the first place.
You get the feeling that the Sixers is basically trying their luck here, asking the umpires whether it was obstruction, and rightly so. The umpires have just taken it.
Makes room on the offside, and the bowler tries to follow. In the process, allows him to cut that, and he's a strong guy and is racing away to the boundary.
Good decision in the end. Yeah, he thrives on with Alex Hales. This is the a bit of a mix-up, and then he's had to go to the bowler's end, and luckily for Riley Rousseau, hit him in the back. Yeah, well, you do have the right to ask, but there was nothing wrong with that, I felt. Well, it looked like it.
Pat on the back from Warner to Rousseau. Not to worry, mate. These things do happen. Don't mind us inquiring.
He's had to go to the bowler's end.
Nothing personal.
And luckily for Riley Rousseau, hit him in the back.
Bang he goes. This is going to fly away. Beautiful shot. Really lashed onto that one and tunked it away for the maximum.
More like the Alex Hales we know. Finding his feet here. He has been all sorts, but have a look at this strike. Timing is all hit still. Yeah, look at the follow through as well and the timing. Finding the thickish inside edge of the bat, but that found all the way to the fence, 80 meters. Good strike. More like the Alex Hales we know.
It's been a good over so far for the Riders. 14 with 2 balls still remaining. And that's guided nicely. Just try to play backward a point. Bit of work there by Nicholas Puran, ensuring that there are no runs of that. A couple of feet either way, could have gone for 4 runs.
Good strike. Just been thinking, looking at the scores, Alex Hales, he hasn't actually dominated as well as he would like to. He did actually say this morning that being an Englishman coming here, it is a bit of a challenge for him. And you just sort of like get the feeling he's sort of like starting to settle down now, after those 2 boundaries, I would think.
Well, the crowds have come here in numbers. And again, that width offered, and this time is hit it square of the wicket, and just a single, as there's some protection in the deep. 5 overs completed. The Rangpur Riders are 42 for 1.
মা ওঠেন
আমি
হ্যাঁ
কই যে যায় প্রতিদিন
পিক আপ সামনে এন্ড গো
বৌমা পারবো তো?
মিসেস নীলুফার পারিব না, এই কথাটি বলিও না।
তুমি?
জি আমি। বৌমা এই বয়সে পথ চলা শেখালো।
এমন ভাবনাগুলোর সাথেই শুরু হয় নতুন করে এগিয়ে যাওয়া, আর এই পথ চলায় যোগ হলো নতুন নাম্বার সিরিজ 013 গ্রামীণ ফোন।
দাঁড়ান দাঁড়ান
সেলিব্রেশনে হয়তো 10 সেকেন্ড যথেষ্ট না, কিন্তু লাইফ বয় থাকলে মাত্র 10 সেকেন্ডে জীবাণুকে বলতে পারেন বাই বাই।
KY লুম কাটিং এজ প্রযুক্তিতে তৈরি আধুনিক মানের ঢেউটি, অধিক টেকসই, মরিচা ও আগুন থেকে সুরক্ষিত রাখে। KY লুম আস্থায় জীবন পান।
বছরে রবি দিচ্ছে সারা দেশে এক রে, যে কোনো লোকাল নাম্বারে মাত্র 50 পয়সা মিনিট। রবি।
Warren getting set. He's into the 30s now, 30 from 20. Rousseau was put down very early. Pace on the ball, very dangerous when you're slightly off. So big Mohammed Afan asking a couple of questions. Certainly Tuscan should have had Riley Rousseau. Rousseau was put down very early. Now the asking rate has just clicked over 10s. It's 10.25, so very dangerous, but to do when you're slightly off. Certain AB de Villiers waiting in the wings. Certainly Tuscan should have had Riley Rousseau. Rousseau was put down very early. Now the asking rate has just clicked over 10s. It's 10.25, so very dangerous, but to do when you're slightly off. There's de Villiers, of course, just getting into Bangladesh and just getting into the 6th edition. This 6th edition, yeah, ready to rock and roll. Gale's gone early for a duck. Tuscan is hunting up. Mr. Villiers, of course, just getting into Bangladesh and just getting into 6th edition. 6th edition, yeah, ready to rock and roll.
Short ball put to boundary.
Gale's gone.
Not an ideal delivery if you have the fielders. Look at the fielders. There's one man inside the circle, back of the square. The short fine leg, it's a slower one. It's ample time for him to go rock back on the back foot and put that away to the boundary. After losing Chris Gale early on without the no runs on the board, now these two have added 47. Not an ideal delivery if you have the couple of drop chances. But they're still there, and they can hurt you because Riley Rousseau has been in terrific touch. He's already been dropped twice in this inning so far. Will that be costly? Early on without the no runs on the board. Now these two have added 47.
Shy would have been gone. Giving up the ghost. Hales and Rousseau. Look at each other, and Hales holds his hand up now. Just apologises to Rousseau. But a little mix-up, and needed to be a direct hit, but if it was, not even in the frame.
Riding his luck, isn't he?
Shy would have been gone.
The Lady Luck is smiling in favour of Riley Rousseau.
Look at each other.
Third time lucky.
Holds his hand up.
Nowhere in the frame. And
apologises to
the ball had just across the stumps.
A little mix-up, and needed to be a direct hit, but if it was, not even
four
in the
more.
frame.
Riding his luck,
It's not a great line. Tuscan Ahmed. Know how good Rousseau is in that region. Frustration for the bowler as he should have had him out, but that's history. That's gone. Let's get on with the next one.
Yeah, he hasn't learned the lesson because he was put for a boundary in the same direction early in this over. 50 partnership comes in 51 of 32. They both have struggled with the timing, but somehow have managed to stay on. Boundaries have come. Already 5 4s and 3 6s inside the power play.
He's going to come back out over the wicket now. Wants to change the lineup and the angle up for the left hand of Rousseau. Oh, you're joking. What is going on here with the sixes? The power play is about to be done and dusted. And I tell you what, so are some of these players. Glare from the coaching staff.
I'm starting to lose count of how many occasions Riley Rousseau has been dropped. That's the third time. What was worse, it is rolled over to the boundary. Nicholas Puran struck it nicely, gets into good position, but somehow deflecting it, and out she goes to the boundary ropes.
Frustration for the bowler.
What a stroke of luck.
That's history. That's
once again.
Yeah, he's had 3 pieces of luck. There's Riley Rousseau. And the run out, let's throw that into the mix too. Yes, Utter. Yes, getting a lot of it. It's salt into the wound, it really is. 3, 4 fours in this over. 17 off, it is 59 for 1 now.
অল গার্ল প্রফেশনাল ব্যান্ডের খোঁজে সানসেট ডিভাস মিউজিক রিয়েলিটি শো দেখতে চোখ রাখুন 11 জানুয়ারি থেকে প্রতি শুক্রবার রাত 10টায় দীপ্ত টিভির পর্দায়।
পেশিদার চ্যাম্পিয়ন বাংলা লিগে খুশি ছড়ানোর এই উৎসব চলবে।
দাঁড়ান দাঁড়ান,
সেলিব্রেশনে হয়তো 10 সেকেন্ড যথেষ্ট না, কিন্তু লাইফে লাইফ বয় থাকলে মাত্র 10 সেকেন্ডে জীবাণুকে বলতে পারেন বাই বাই।
দ্বিগুণ লেবুর শক্তিযুক্ত ভিম লিকুইড এখন মাত্র 20 টাকার সহজ প্যাকে।
বাংলাদেশের 80% মানুষের আস্থায় মেরিল পেট্রোলিয়াম জেল এখন ত্বককে রাখবে আরো সুরক্ষিত।
Airtel 4G Plus এ সারাক্ষণ ফ্রেন্ডশিপ আর স্ট্রিমিং অন। Airtel.
At the other end was teeing off. It really is. 3, 4. Alec Kapali for the first time tonight.
Difficult to understand when we saw Nicholas Puran taking on the gloves behind the stumps in the last match, Danny. One would have expected that he would go on to keep wickets in this match, but he's not done that, and it has really been very, very costly.
প্রফেশনাল ব্যান্ডের খোঁজে সানসেট ডিভাস মিউজিক রিয়েলিটি শো দেখতে চোখ রাখুন।
And that can really hurt the select sixes.
দীপ্ত টিভি পর্দায়।
পেশিদার চ্যাম্পিয়ন বাংলা লিগে খুশি ছড়ানোর এই উৎসব চলবে।
You're going about massive moments in the contest. Here's the first one. Here's the second. It's there, chances. Just a bit short, but that was definitely a chance. Edged and put down. And this from Nicholas Puran. Incredible. Run out. Well, side on. Rousseau was a little bit of confusion there with Hales, and then Hales had to send him back. Rousseau would have been run out by a country mile. At the other end was teeing off. First time tonight.
One must also not forget the fact that Riley Rousseau is the one who's been dropped at 112 and 20, and he has been the top scorer in the tournament so far. So that's a dangerous thing to do. To give an opportunity, not just 1, 3 opportunity. What about the run out? Make that 4 opportunity. Someone like Riley Rousseau, who's been quite devastating with the bat. And it's a big chase here, and that would give them some hope that he's still there.
Out. Go it is this time. They celebrate behind him in the stands. Finally, someone holds on to a catch that's offered up. Alex Hales hasn't got the luck of Riley Rousseau and has to go.
Not just 1, 3 opportunity. What about the run out? Make that 4 opportunity. You got that right, spot on, Danny Morrison. Didn't have the luck, but it is Alok Kapali who's done the trick for the Sixers. Alex is trying to hit that one out of the ground, only finding Litton Das. He knew it the moment he hit it. Straight in, no problem, nicely taken. Litton Das. Another keeper there.
Someone holds on to a catch that's offered up.
Alex Hill gone for 33, Riders 63 for 2.
And has to go.
Also not forget the fact that Riley Rousseau is the one who's been dropped You got that right, spot on, Danny Morrison. In the tournament so far. Didn't have the luck, but it is Alok Kabali who's done the trick to do for the Sixers. Alex is trying to hit that not just the ground, only finding. What about the run out? Make that four opportunity. Does he knew it? Someone like Riley Russo, who's been quite devastating with the bat, and it's a big chase here, and that would give them some hope that he's still there.
Out. Go it is this time. They celebrate behind him in the stands. Finally, someone holds on to a catch that's offered up. Alex Hales hasn't got the luck of Riley Rousseau and has to go.
An opportunity, not just one, three opportunity. What about the run out? Make that four opportunity. You got that right, spot on, Danny Morrison. Didn't have the luck, but it is Alok Kabali who's done the trick for the Sixers. Alex is trying to hit that one out of the ground, only finding Lytton Das. He knew it the moment he hit it. Straight in, no problem. Nicely taken by another keeper there.
Someone holds on to a catch that's offered up.
Alex Hill gone for 33, Riders 63 for 2.
And has to go.
Also not to forget the fact that Riley Russo is the one who's been dropped. You got that right, spot on, Danny Morrison. In the tournament so far. Didn't have the luck, but it is Alok Kabali who's done the trick to do for the Sixers. Alex is trying to hit that not just the ground, only finding. What about the run out? Make that four opportunity. Does he knew it? Someone like Riley Russo, who's been quite devastating with the bat, and it's a big chase here, and that would give them some hope that he's still there.